Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, we might just be a little bit... Okay, so it's lovely to bring the Cabinet up here to Nambour, and the first time in 36 years that a Cabinet has been here, and we're very pleased to be here, of course, supporting our local member, Rob Skelton. Nambour, of course, is the heart of the Sunshine Coast hinterland, and it's wonderful today to be here. The Health Minister's been up inspecting the expansion to the beds at the Nambour Hospital, and today we're opening this brand new $8 million police station. So it's great to be joined by the Police Minister and also the Police Commissioner as well. So Nambour has a very bright future. We had the Mayor came in and addressed the Cabinet as well. There's a lot of people moving to the Sunshine Coast. There's development happening, but of course we want to maintain that beautiful Queensland lifestyle. A lot of money going into the roads. You only have to see travelling up here, the expansion to the highways, upgrades to the local train stations. This is obviously a thriving community. It's going to be hosting a number of events for the Olympics as well. So very pleased to be here today. I'll hand over to the Police Minister to say a few words. Then the Commissioner will deal with the police station first, and then we'll move on to other matters, and the Health Minister will join us as well.
Thanks very much, Premier, and great to be here to celebrate this important investment in community safety. I was born at the Nambour General Hospital many decades ago, so don't let the youthful appearance fool you, many decades ago. And it's great to be back here in Nambour to reconnect with family, but also to see the progress that's been made here in this great town under a Palaszczuk Labor government. So this project's been a very important one for the Queensland Police Service, and can I say it started under Peter Wellington, the very hard-working Member of Parliament for this area for a long time, and it's finished under another hard-working local member, Rob Skelton. He's only been the MP for 2 years, and already he's delivered a new police station for Nambour, which is an outstanding outcome for his town, but also for the Queensland Police Service. This has been a very important project. As the Premier said, over $8 million of investment in infrastructure, but it also sets the Queensland Police Service up for the future in this region. Significant room for expansion. We're very proud to be delivering for the community here and working alongside key stakeholders like Ian Levers from the Queensland Police Service, as well as also other community organisations who have had significant buy-in with this project and the delivery of it. So great to be here, great to be celebrating this key investment.
Thank you, Premier, and thank you, Minister. How exciting it is to be here today. What a lot of people don't know is this was my actual training station in 1983. And boy, haven't things changed since then. It was a little police station next to a little fire station, and we made improvements over the years to get what you have now. Over 50 staff will be based here. General duties, highway patrol, CIB, CPIU and the forensic crash unit. So incredibly proud to be here to open this many years after initially working here. I'm hoping, and I think there will be some of my past colleagues who ended up staying on the Sunshine Coast. As you can appreciate, a trainee in 1983 wanting to be permanently transferred to the Sunshine Coast didn't work out for me. I ended up back in Brisbane. But to the government, a sincere thank you for this investment. The other thing that we did this morning, we're actually at Koroy as well, planning the new station up there, which will commence in earnest, and actually talking to our stakeholders and the community as to what they want in their police station in their town. So the Minister and the Premier, a sincere thank you for being here today. Looking forward to the opening, and I know the staff are already enjoying it and they've been working out of it for some 2 weeks. So thank you.
Ian, did you want to say a few words? Yeah, then I'll hand over to Rob.
Thank you. Yeah, look, thank you. Look, this has been a long road, but it's great to see that we've got this investment now for my colleagues who will work out of here. And as we know in Nambour, it is a very it's a busy area and it's a growing area, which also impacts upon the Sunshine Coast as well. But it will see our general duties, our first response police, who are vitally important, with our plainclothes personnel, our crash investigators, as well as our highway patrol. This is a great facility, and it's great to see that we're getting the commitments which we've campaigned for a long time, which will certainly have a positive impact upon my colleagues who do a very difficult and dangerous job, which is relentless day in, day out. And we say thank you, and it's great to see that we're having purpose-built stations which are built which will assist us as we move into the future. So this is a real positive, and it's a continuation of monies which has been invested into policing complexes right around the state. And we've seen places such as Warwick, Dolby, Proserpine, Hervey Bay. We're starting to see this flow into regional Queensland, which I believe is vitally important. And I say to the Premier Annastacia and Police Minister Mark Ryan, thank you for investing in policing and investing to ensure that my colleagues have state-of-the-art facilities across the state. Thank you.
I'd like to concur with all the sentiments that everyone's just had before me, and I'd just like to say that it's a proud moment to be part of a responsible government and represent my community. I think it's only important that we look after people, look after us. We know the work that the Queensland Police Service do. They perform such a variety of roles, and in some cases they're the only representatives of government in their community. So I think it's beholden to me as a representative to always fight for them to have the resources they require to do their job.
Okay, any questions of the Police Minister?
I have questions for the Police Minister on another matter. Is that all right?
Yeah,
We're
sure.
going to do COVID.
We'll do COVID first. Okay, everyone else can go. Rob, you can stay.
Premier,
Yep.
question I ask every day.
Yes.
Why are we not going to a mask mandate?
Look, we are...
And will we ever go to a mask mandate?
Well, National Cabinet has agreed that we are strongly encouraging our people, a big onus on personal responsibility, but I know that Queenslanders out there will step up. We've asked students and teachers to be wearing masks today in their schools. I understand the private schools and Catholics are looking at doing that as well. Some schools just go and put out their own communication as well. But what we need to do is slow this spread because our hospitals are under incredible pressure. So today there are 967 total hospitalisations including COVID and influenza. So this is a double whammy, and I think everybody knows that they have either people in their workforce or their family members who have COVID at the moment. So we really want people to think about, when they're in crowded spaces. I strongly urge people to put the masks on. And as I've been out and about over the weekend, I have seen people doing that.
Why are you resistant to go down that path of a mask mandate?
I think we're strongly encouraging. We had the National Cabinet meeting on Saturday. We listened to the views of the Chief Health Officer as well. And we want businesses to continue. We want the economy to continue. And the safest way you can protect yourself is to wear a mask, as I have been doing and as our Cabinet did today.
Can you just explain what you meant about you urging schools to...
I said the other day too that we're urging students and teachers to wear masks.
Right,
Yeah.
but
Strongly advising, yeah.
Each school can make their own.
Correct, they can, yeah. Yep.
Just in terms of the modelling that's given to National Cabinet to make the decisions that yourself make and others make, do you think that modelling should be made public?
Well, there was no modelling given to National Cabinet. My understanding is that the Chief Health Officer came in and briefed Cabinet. So they might get advice from AHPPC, but we were not distributed, to my knowledge, with any modelling.
And do you think the modelling that you're are you provide any modelling from health officials on what the case numbers could be here in Queensland?
Well, we look at the case numbers. So I get them every day.
Are you given
So what
modelling
I've seen is that the influenza numbers are going down. What I'm seeing is that the combined influenza COVID are going up. So that's why we're urging people to wear a mask, because it's not what just is happening now in our hospitals. What we do now will help prevent further increases in 2 weeks' time.
Sorry, the question was, are you given modelling though on what case numbers
Well,
will
what
be
modelling are you talking about? I told you I get a couple of charts that I just explained to you what the charts say.
Premier, the AMA is urged or concerned that the elderly, especially in aged care homes, are not taking the antivirals and the rates aren't high enough. Is there anything you or the federal
My understanding,
government can do?
the federal government's actually made giving those antivirals out a lot easier. So from memory, I'll just have to double check, but the GP can now authorise the script, so it's a much easier process over telehealth. But those issues of aged care are matters for the federal government, who have the responsibility for aged care. But the minister might be able to address what's happening in our state aged care facilities.
If you don't do any modelling, how do you know when the peak's going to be?
Well, As I said, we get a couple of graphs.
So my question was, would you release that to the public?
Well, we do, but we do.
The modelling
Jack.
though, the modelling though.
No, we release the graphs. That's what I get given, the graphs. And we do release those.
That shows what the projection might be in a couple of months.
Well, no, we get over what's a couple of weeks.
And you'll release that to the public.
We do, we release it to you guys. And then you release it to the public. We've done that before.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll do it for this wave as well?
Sure, of course.
When?
Well, we'll release it as we need to highlight to the public the urgency.
Can we get it this week potentially?
Oh.
Is it already being released at the moment, did you say?
We
On
have
the
released it
website?
in the past.
Okay, but you
Yeah.
haven't for this wave been releasing it yet.
I thought it was handed out the other week, but if it hasn't, Yvette, can you sort that out? Okay? Yep.
Premier, with regards to public transport, is the mask mandate an encouragement on the state as well, or do you see that differently?
Look, people should be wearing masks on public transport, strongly advised. Yeah, it's mandated for public transport and for travelling in airplanes.
We discussed this morning with Health Minister ambulance ramping while we're at Nambour Hospital, and shortly after that press conference, the LNP released a statement claiming that they've got a better plan with the same things they've claimed before of they'd offer better triaging, real-time data, and claiming that the government's to Brisbane central with its hospitals. What do you say to that?
We're just spending $80 million here expanding the Nambour Hospital. I think that sums it up. I mean, we've got the largest capital infrastructure spend right across the state, $9.7 billion. We're building 3 new hospitals, a brand new cancer hospital. We're expanding hospitals. This is happening right across Queensland.
Premier, presumably you think the men in your caucus are doing a good job. Do you think
All of my team are doing a good job.
Do you think it's fair then that 3 of your male MPs will have to go before the next election?
Let me make it very clear that all of my MPs have the opportunity to contest the next election. What I want to see is more women in winnable seats to increase our female participation.
But by the ALP rules, it's in seats already held by the ALP, it has to be 45%, and it's only at
Lydia,
40% at the moment.
it's interesting that you don't concentrate on the LNP.
I have written
Well,
stories about their
not
gender
many stories are written on the LNP, Lydia. So, you know, their leader actually made a sitting young woman leave so he could travel from Townsville to his seat in Broadwater. Go and have a count of how many women. I sit there opposite them. There's hardly any women in the LNP. The LNP have a female problem, not the ALP.
Do you think that some of your male MPs though should make way for new women candidates to come
I
through?
support every single one of my team.
That's a no
and
then, that's a no.
I said I support. Now listen to my words, Jack. Don't misinterpret my words. I support every single one of my MPs to contest the next election, and in winnable seats. So yes, we'll be targeting seats off the LNP and the Greens. I would like to see a lot more women. But you know what? Our record stands on supporting women, not the LNP.
Can you just explain it to me though, because the rules say that 3 of men in your caucus will have to go to meet 45%, but you support them all running again. So how
Yes, I do.
will the
And
rule
so
not
does the
be
State
met?
Secretary. The
So
State
then
Secretary's responded to you
So
as
it
well.
won't be 45%.
Go and ask the LNP their record on women.
But I will. But I'm asking.
Well,
you about
I don't see that
ALP
written. I don't see that
quotas.
written up much.
Premier, if any of your MPs are challenged in a pre-selection contest then, will you back your incumbent MPs? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, what I've said very clearly is I support all of my members to run and contest at the next election. Full stop. Thank you. I've got to go open a police
Can we ask
station
Mr.
now.
Ryan some questions?
No, afterwards.
Afterwards?
I'm
Good
on a
afterwards.
community lunch.
Thank you.
I'll wait.
I'll wait for you. That's just fine.